Forget it. We're starting this one early. So recently, I've had a surge of Hovindites come in and try to do their usual crap. Uh, as I remind you, one, let me be very clear on this yet again. Dislikes don't hurt videos, so your constant disliking doesn't actually do anything but promote the video. And number two, your stupid comments in my chat go just why do you bother? Is this all you have time to do? And you'd say, "Oh, my Chris, why are you doing this?" And it's like, because I'm bored. This is what I want to do. This is how I relax. At least when I don't have morons like y'all coming in doing stuff. So I'm going to talk like Hovind. Come on, you brave keyboard warriors, you Hovindites. Y'all think you can take on Lord Yamato? Go on and do it. Just go on. Call in. Let me generate the invite link, and we'll see how things go. Copy invite link. And we're just going to post it. So, anyway, stream earlier was fun. Anyone's live in the chat, I know I got a few viewers. Pop in and say hey. Or whatever. I don't know. I'm going to double check a few things while I wait. Let me share that there's indeed a link for you to join in. Come on, keyboard warriors, are the Hovind obsessed? Where are you? No, seriously. I would be like Hovind and have something planned here, but no dice, and this is sort of a trial run of the entire concept. Primarily because I just felt like it. I got some time to kill. Let me change a few things in the video title, though. There you go, add his name in there. This is just a dry run. Absolute Garbage is the greatest hits album by American rock band Garbage. It was released worldwide July 23rd, 2007. Kent is obviously older than that, indeed. Hey, again, Jess. So yeah, the channels are open. The chat is open. Anyone wants to defend Kent Hovind? Maybe I should change the video to... I got my own damn stream going. I didn't mean to click that. Give me a moment. I mean, let me change this a little better. There we go. Let's use Hovind's own basic internet slang against him. You have 30 minutes to defend Kent Hovind, you keyboard warriors. Public school is a government institution that teaches humanism, socialism, evolution, and rebellion against God. Kent Hovind. Yeah, we might as well read his Wikipedia article. Da da da. I need to turn it to dark mode. Do. I always forget where it is. Do. This actually is a bit of an annoying thing. I always forget where dark mode actually is on YouTube. There we go. There we go. It's in the visible thing. There we go. That's how that works. That's how that works. All right. All right, we'll just read this, and I'll just check the chat from time to time to see if anybody comes in. Kent E. Hovind, born January 15th, 1953, is an American Christian fundamentalist apologist and convicted tax evader. His young Earth creationist ministry focuses on denial of scientific theories in the fields of biology, evolution, abiogenesis, geophysics, and cosmology in favor of a literalist interpretation of Genesis creative narrative found in the Bible. Hovind's views, which combine elements of creation science and conspiracy theory, are dismissed by the scientific community as fringe theory and pseudo scholarship. Answers in Genesis openly criticized him for continuing use of discredited arguments abandoned by others in the movement. Got any Hovindites trying to join in? Nope, they're still not trying to join in. It's weird. Where's all the Hovindites? Where are all of you? Huh? Are you too busy watching Dr. Dumbass? We expose ourselves to the evil Caruso tornado. We gotta purge ourselves, Hovind. I believe the U.S. government is hiding technology from us, including UFOs, Kent Hovind, showing that Kent does not understand what UFO actually means. Hovind established Creation Science Evangelism in 1989 and Dinosaur Adventureland in 2001 in Pensacola, Florida. He frequently spoke on young Earth creationism in schools, churches, debates, and on radio and television broadcasts. Apologies, a yawn moment. His son Eric Hovind took over operation of CSE after Hovind began serving a 10-year prison sentence in January 2007 for federal convictions for failing to pay taxes, obstructing federal agents, and structuring cash transactions. In September 2021, Hovind was convicted of domestic violence against his estranged wife. Dun dun dun. Let's see. Any Hovindites? Anyone? No? Still no Hovindites? This is so weird. All the Hovind people are just not coming to defend their Messiah. What is this? Why aren't you coming? Why aren't you here? Where's all the Hovindites? I'm waiting. Bunch of ass clowns wanted to hate bomb my other video. Where are you now, bitches? Come on, you brave keyboard warriors. RationalWiki.org/wiki/Kent Hovind. Deviant with a woohoo. Let us continue. At age 16, Hovind became a born-again Christian within the Independent Fundamental Baptist Church. In 1971, he graduated from East Peoria Community High School in East Peoria, Illinois. He entered Illinois Central College and then transferred to the unaccredited Midwestern Baptist College in 1972, attaining a Bachelor of Religious Education in 1974. He married his wife, Jo, in 1973, and they had 3 children between 77 and 79. Between 75 and 88, Hovind served as an assistant pastor and teacher at 3 private Baptist schools, including one he started. How convenient. Anyone? Well, that doesn't mean they can't come to the video and see it, even though you banned them. They can join in. I've posted the link. I guess I'll post it again. All right, here. Let me pin it to the chat. I don't know how to do that in Restream. So yeah, I'm too lazy. But there's the Restream link. Join on in. Do it. I'm waiting. Are you a bunch of keyboard warriors who are too scared? Apologize. The yawns keep coming. In 1989, the family moved to Pensacola, Florida, where Jo attended then unaccredited Pensacola Christian College and earned a bachelor's degree in music and a master's degree in music and sacred music. I don't know what the fuck sacred music is, but okay. In 1998, sorry, Dance Dance Revolution reference, Hovind created his Dr. Dino website and began producing articles and selling videotapes, books, and fossil replicas. Prior to his incarceration, Hovind had numerous speaking engagements, around 700 in 2004, at churches, private schools, and other venues each year. In addition to hosting a daily internet radio talk show, I'd love to hear old excerpts of that, and establishing Dinosaur Adventureland in Pensacola, Florida. In 1999, his son Eric Hovind began traveling to present his arguments at seminars. Kent and Jo divorced in 2016. I love how that's just as far as it goes with that. Yep, Lord Yamato. People cut off most of the dinosaurs after the flood. That's why there are so many legends of dragons around the world. Kent Hovind. Let's see. In 1988 and 1991, respectively, Hovind received a master's degree and doctorate in Christian education through correspondence from. You know what? I'm even going to mute for yawns because this is just a bullshit stream that I know none of the Hovindites are going to show up for. From also an accredited Patriot University, then in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Patriot University is a diploma mill. It's just so point blank. Links are to Christian Seeker Loose About the Facts and the Holocaust Deniers Playbook and Tobacco Smokescreen. Holy shit. Enjoying the ons? You're going to get them. Fuck it. Having a website called Dr. Dino has provoked some academics to look closely at how Hovind presents his education credentials. Degrees are from unaccredited institutions and he has no training in paleontology. Barbara Forrest, a professor of philosophy, expert on the history of creationism, and activist in the creation evolution controversy, wrote that Hovind's lack of training makes academic discussion impossible, and has said that his understanding of historical and scientific research is deficient. Sorry for a moment there. I just magically couldn't understand the word. Karen Bartel, an organic chemistry professor who debated Hovind, examines Hovind's dissertation and found it is incomplete. Contains numerous spelling errors, lacks references, shows flawed reasoning, and states that it does not present any original research. Such a bullshit dissertation. Oh yeah, all seriousness, I gathered as much. Sacred music is a genre of church music. Kent's dad fed that dog a cheese sandwich, preventing an alien. Okay, damn. Booking multiple shows. Dang it. Where'd it go? I mean, booking multiple shows a day just to increase ticket sales. You know. Dr. Dino sounds like a cool Power Ranger villain. It does. Works perfectly. Creation Science Evangelism and Creation Today. Hovind established Creation Science Evangelism in 1989 to evangelize and teach creationism. In May 1999, his son Eric joined Creation Science Evangelism as a speaker, and his daughter Marlissa began training to become Hovind's secretary. That year, CSE merged with Faith Baptist Fellowship of Hawthorne, Florida, beginning a relationship that lasted until 2002. Wow, a whole 3 years, if even. In 2003, with the aid of Glenn Stoll, a promoter of tax avoidance schemes. Do you have any info on Tenzo? The Embassy of Heaven is a Christian-based new religious movement. Holy fuck. That's what you get when you go to Glenn Stoll. Damn. Hovind set up a series of entities starting with an unincorporated association of Pure Trust on May 13th, under which a corporation soul and several ministerial trusts were established starting on May 23rd. CSE properties were conveyed to the trust, which operated under the business license from the Kingdom of Heaven. Christian-based new religious movement. Yeah, so it's that same. It's crazy. Just straight sob sick crap. Oh well, I mean, Patriot Bible Trailer is well known. Well known. Hey, you know what I'm not seeing already? Almost 15 minutes into the stream, I ain't seeing no damn Hovindites. Nope, not seeing a one. Where'd y'all go? Come on, you keyboard warriors, you cowards. Come on, hop on my show and debate me. Hovind is associated with the Unregistered Baptist Fellowship, a loosely affiliated group of roughly 100 churches which share a theology of Christian resistance to civil governments. Because of course they do. Because the UBF would consider it an acknowledgement of government authority over the church, they reject the highly favorable 501c3 status. Hovind no longer rejects that, which makes donations tax deductible and exempts them from income tax, but not FICA taxes or employee income tax withholding. The UBF holds that governmental authority stops at the threshold of the church, and Hovind has likened his ministry status to that of the Vatican city-state. When the federal government obtained a search warrant in 2004, an Internal Revenue Service criminal investigator made the sworn statement that the organization did not have a business license and did not have tax exempt status. They doing nothing right. I mean, damn. Come on, we got 10 viewers. Where's all the Hovindites, you keyboard warriors? You're gonna pop in the stream. Here's the link. Just you wanna pop in and try to prove Hovind isn't a piece of shit. Come on, do it. Are you cowards? See how it sounds? So I'm just saying what Hovind does. Owen says, just doing what Hovind does. You know, the idea of speaking in front of people, even on a voice chat, gives me the heebie-jeebies. Used to do that for me too. Then I just worked through it. It's actually when I have to hear other voices that I have problems. That's why I hate phone calls. Disembodied voices disturb me. Hovind was convicted of 58 felony counts in November 2006. I can't keep up the Hovind voice. And sentenced to 10 years in prison in January 2007. Eric Hovind took over Christian Science Evangelism. In July 2007, GodQuest Inc. was incorporated with Eric Hovind as president. And that November, GodQuest Inc. filed in Florida to do business under the trade name Christian Science Evangelism. In June 2008, Eric announced that the CSE website would incorporate the CSE blog and change format, allowing for only positive comments about Hovind and CSE. And in late 2011, CSE's drdino.com website was redirected to creationtoday.org. The new website announced Creation Today as a ministry of GodQuest Inc., with focus on creation apologetics and evangelism. There's the old DAL entrance. Yep, using that same font and stuff. It's now like a construction company. Not even kidding. I love disembodied voices, especially when they command me in the name of Lucifer. Nice. Hey, look, we got 11 people. Are one of you a Hovindite who wants to, defend the Hovind? Are you gonna do it? You gonna try? Are you gonna try? Actually, let me double check that my customization settings are. Yeah, anyone can comment. So isn't just subscribers only. In my previous videos at 28 verse 21 likes to dislikes, 100% on my video regarding the R atheism thing. And then the video from last night is at 17 to 30. Because, people are geniuses. That's the one that was hate bombed. Hey, Seth. 58 felonies that beats his favorite God King. I read the entire Pork and Beans Virus. Funny name. In a stream a little bit ago, I read the entire indictment against him. Let me actually, since I have the thing open, I can link to that. Get shareable link. Here you go. For anyone interested in my video reading the entire Hovind indictment, there you go. And let me post again the link if any Hovindites want to come and try to defend him. You only have about 10 more minutes to defend Hovind. In 2001, Hovind started Dinosaur Adventureland, a young Earth creationist theme park located behind Hovind's home in Pensacola, with the slogan, "Where dinosaurs and the Bible meet." The facility, on roughly 7 acres, 3 hectares, had an indoor science center, quote unquote, and an outdoor space with a variety of simple dinosaur-themed rides and activities, each of which was tied to some religious message. For example, the Jumpasaurus was a trampoline next to a basketball hoop. Children would have 1 minute to make as many baskets as they could, and the message was that one has to be coordinated to do more for Jesus. Wow. Annual attendance was 38,000, which makes sense given you're in an actual fucking city, not in the middle of bumfuck nowhere where deliverance is considered too high tech for the Luddites out there. The park depicted humans and dinosaurs coexisting in the last 4,000 to 6,000 years and also contained a depiction of the Loch Ness Monster. Southern Poverty Law Center said the park also claims that a few small dinosaurs still roam the planet. Yeah, they're called birds. A 2004 Skeptical Inquirer article discussed a visit to Hovind's dinosaur theme park and concluded that the park is deceptive on many levels. In reports on the national, excuse me, in reports of the National Center for Science Education, George Allen Alderman described it as essentially a playground with a few exhibits, several fiberglass dinosaurs, a climbing wall, and a couple of buildings. He summarized it as shabby. Oh, I could only imagine what he would say about the new DAL. Oh yeah, got to make the stupid chicken noise. Let me share the link. Come on, Hovindites, join the chat and defend your God King Hovind. Chicken. Actually, honestly, I should just replace the chicken noises with that particular piece of Kent Hovind audio, but I don't want to disgust everybody constantly. Try to defend Hovind for the heck of it. First of all, Kent didn't do nothing. He only tried protected his hard scam money from the government. Damn, you got him. You got him. It's all impression of Stan. I love that Family Guy joke from back in like the early seasons. They said I was evil or whatever they said, and worship some guy named Stan. Actually, we said Satan. That's a typo. That amused me. Obviously, I just said it did. A K-pop stan who just wanted to show kids cool dinosaurs. Sorry, Yamato mode full spring. The venture encountered legal issues when the owners did not get a building permit in 2002. See below. In April 2006, Escambia County officials closed the building in question. 2009, courts ruled that the properties could be seized and sold to satisfy Hovind's criminal penalties. Another Florida ministry theme park, the Holy Land Experience, successfully lobbied for a property tax exemption law for parks used to exhibit, illustrate, and interpret biblical manuscripts in 2006. Dinosaur Adventureland, which was not a 501c3 organization, failed to have the law expanded to be included. Eric Hovind kept the park and CSC operating throughout 2008, but in July 2009, a judge allowed the government to seizure to proceed. In August 2009, Dinosaur Adventureland's website announced it was closed, and CSC announced its reopening as the Creation Store in November 2010. Just come on, guys. Are you a chicken? Oh! He summarizes shabby. that deviant lolling. Yep. Oh, Sid heard it. In April 2016, Hovind discussed plans for a new Dinosaur Adventureland, which included an 80-foot tall model dinosaur that would be the largest in the state, with commissioners in Conecuh County, Alabama. A supporter donated a 140-acre, 55-hectare parcel of land in Lenox, Alabama, a former gravel pit. Volunteers started work by June 2016, and it opened in April 2018. As of September 2018, total attendance had exceeded 1,000, according to Hovind. Yep. Dinosaur Adventureland is operated by a 501c3 organization, Creation Science Evangelism Ministries Incorporated. Its revenue stream are donations, books, and DVD sales, and YouTube advertising. Not no more, they ain't. There is no admission charge and operates without liability insurance. Facilities include a science center. Notice they didn't put any quotes this time. A campground, a four-wheeler park, and church services, including baptisms. Quote King of the Hill here, just because a little baptism turns into a drowning. On March 15, 2020, a 7-year-old boy drowned in the park. Yep. Defend Ken Hovind, get disbarred. Looks like I'm getting disbarred. And someone wants to defend Hovind. They can come on and defend Hovind. There's the link. I'm just saying. I'll hear a little ding when you come in, hopefully. Unless my deaf ass doesn't hear shit, in which case I'll need somebody to be like, "Hey, dumbass, someone's in your restream." Let's see. How much more time do I have before I reach the 30-minute mark? 5 minutes. I can read a little more. The Hovind theory. Hovind presented a version of young Earth creationism he calls the Hovind theory in lectures and in the book Unmasking the False Religion of Evolution. The Hovind theory is entirely rejected in the scientific community, and its plausibility has even been criticized by other young Earth creationists. Let's do this thing. In Hovind's narrative, dinosaurs and humans coexisted, and Tyrannosaurus rex was a vegetarian prior to the fall of man. Hovind expands upon the late 19th and early 20th century vapor canopy concept of a protective shield that made Earth a relative paradise between the expulsion from paradise and Noah's flood. The flood is expressed as a function of natural rather than miraculous processes. Noah's family and two of every kind of animal. Let's see what it says with kind. In creationism, really should be based on a literal reading of the book of Genesis, yeah. Including dinosaurs, which fit because babies were taken aboard. Probably babies. And conditions allowed larger humans, making the ark size based on cubits larger. Boarded Noah's Ark before an ice meteor impacted the Earth. Fragments from the meteor caused planetary rings and impact craters on the moon and other solar system bodies. The remainder were drawn to the north and south poles by Earth's magnetic field as cataclysmic snowfall, which buried the mammoth standing up. The ice on the poles cracked the Earth's crust, releasing the fountains of the deep, according to Hovind. Releasing the fountains of the deep. According to Hovind, these events caused an ice age and made Earth wobble around, collapsing the vapor canopy that protected it. Except he says that it's a crystalline canopy about 3 fingers thick. Hovind's haircut. I will win the battle of creationism. Ladies and gentlemen, we've at least got Hovind's haircut in the chat. Carl Kinney said, "You are seriously too cool." Can't tell if sarcasm or not. If it's sarcasm, yeah, I suck. If it's not sarcasm, thank you. I know I'm awesome. It's a win-win either way. Wait, no, it's not. Of course, he has his own theory. Yeah. Let's see. In the next few months of the flood, the dead animals and plants were buried and became oil, coal, and fossils. The last months of the flood included geological instability when the plates shifted, forming ocean basins and mountain ranges. The Grand Canyon was formed in a couple of weeks during this time. Oh, man. Man. I do not have the energy to read any more of this. The truth they don't want you to know about. Yep. They don't want you to know. You just comment on my previous live stream. I just got a comment. Yay! I love getting comments. Makes my day so good. By the way, nobody's given this stream a like yet. You guys want to do that? Oh, it's the Amot video description. Hell yeah. Haven't even read it yet. Let me give it a like. Oh, this looks good. This looks damn good. Should I read it? Should I read it on the stream? Because I can. Like, I totally will if you want me to. Haircuts give birth to other haircuts. You know? I've never seen it. I don't know, man. I just don't know. Just don't know. Well, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so notice that nobody came around to abjectly defend the Hovind. I mean, yeah, a lot of them done got muted from the channel, but I shared the link. You think they'd just join in? I'd never encountered a Lupin in my life, and yet they decided to join in my stream that one time. So I don't know. I mean, are the Hovindites too chicken? I guess they are. Too scared to debate the Yamato? I got a degree. I got an unaccredited degree. I should be easy pickings. Yeah. I just Oh, Nick says yes to reading his thing on the stream. So let's see. Let me get in my YouTube studio for a moment on Chrome. Studio.youtube.com. Yeah. Let's see. Wait, what? Why is it? No, I haven't responded. There we go. Okay, there we go. That's perfect. And that's how we're going to end this. It was a change in forms, but not a change in kind. Good point. All right, let me share this tab instead. From our friend Nick Fury regarding the Amot video. So details on my promised video on Amot. I will first refute his transcendental and moral arguments for God. Then I will talk about his bad behavior. Then I will talk about his other arguments. Then I will talk about some things we agree on. Yes, because even modern Bronze Age people can get some things right. Then I will talk about how For the Bible Tells Me So is a bad argument despite it being his most prized and most common. Then we will talk about his horrific mentality and his cultish beliefs and narratives. Then we will finish things by summing up everything. When I also finish the video, I'll probably wait until January 2026, and if Amont doesn't respond, I will report and block his channel and never see his channel again, purifying my recommendation section of his gaslighty, brainwashed, harmful narrative. I'm glad that you can actually parse what he's doing, because there's so much going on in the apologetic scene, and I've heard names of all kinds of arguments, and I know some of them, but not all of them by name, because I just don't care that much. And I know that does actually weaken me from being able to truly interact and dissect what they're saying, as well as this is clearly structured to be. And that's why it takes multiple people going at things in multiple ways to keep this community going, to share information, to share opinions that vary, perspectives that vary, but still work together towards the same end. You know, different skill sets, different talents being used where they're beneficial. It's just fucking awesome. And yeah, obviously I am all for that, and I'm going to love to check that out. That's. I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't even show the damn comment. I'm sorry, that happens a lot. I accidentally forget to click this little thing here. There's a little maximize button, and when I click it, I'm maximized. But then if I change the tab I'm looking at, like let me switch back to share the Wikipedia article, you have no idea. You have no idea that I just switched it to that. But if I do it while I'm minimized, you can see it. I'm sorry that keeps happening. It really pisses me off. And yeah, Otaku, I did another stream. It's just a joke challenging Hovindites to come and try to defend Hovind, and obviously they're not going to do it. Asking it to find a kind, yeah. I'm sorry. I should not interrupt Freakazoid. Nick, you're only 15? Wow. Not out of school, but out of passion. Yeah. No, definitely go for it. That's the kind of fire you need. You know, you're at the point where you can really start getting going on these things and have your whole life ahead of you to cement this kind of stuff, to focus on these deeper thoughts, to cut your teeth on, you know, what amounts to the grand scope of the debate sphere in this capacity, where it's even, you know, videos commenting back and forth. So yeah, no, that's freaking awesome. And ending on that high note, the stream has been going for now 34 minutes. Hovendites did not come, which means all the Hovens, all the Hovens are Hovendites are chicken shit. Never seen a haircut come from a non-haircut. Hey, if I shave my head and the hair starts growing, all of a sudden I have a hairstyle, but yeah, it isn't a cut. Huh. But no, then you cut the hair, so it did come from a non-haircut. If you go back far enough in time. Damn, this is some weird shit. I guess it just depends on how you define some things. Find my DS so I can play MKDS with my siblings. Neat. Good old Mortal Kombat. I won't submit to this stuff. I'm just doing it I don't submit to this stuff. I'm just doing it because of how bad AMOD is. No, I know. I totally get you. Totally. No, this is that's something you need to do. That's you feel the urge, you do it. That's all that matters. You're fighting a good fight there. But all right, I am gonna hop off here and play some Guild Wars and try to relax. It's been a hell of a day, hell of a week. Week's almost over. If I can finish tomorrow, I'll be good for the weekend. One last comment from our friend Nick. Doesn't mean I won't try to do something like what I'm doing to Amod again, though. Yeah, totally. I mean, pace yourself. Don't go all in. This stuff is mind-numbingly like painful to do at times. But I'm saying do definitely if you feel like doing it, do it. That's that's the best I can convey self. Sometimes I have trouble with the words for these kinds of things. I watch more 90s cartoons while eating popcorn. Hell yeah. All right. That being said, yeah, it's some Guild Wars time, and then I'm probably gonna get another episode of Blacklist in before I go to sleep because I freaking love that show, and I can't believe I missed it during its run. Um, so yeah.